Eva has a most intriguing proposal for you in Bowerstone Industrial. Now, I know you have had your differences, but it is time to put those behind you and work together. Nobody can raise money like Reva can, I assure you. I have seen to it that your appearance among the populace is well publicized, so expect a crowd.
The promise you made to Kaelin is now on the wall with the others. I cannot tell you what joy it brings me to see you crowned queen at last. I served proudly under your father when he sat on the throne, and I will continue to serve you to the best of my ability. But becoming a ruler does not mean you cease to be a hero. That is why I shall remain in the sanctuary. It is where I belong, after all. And with this new, terrible threat approaching, you will no doubt find the sanctuary as valuable as your castle. I have arranged the room to store your fortune as well as your trophies and achievements. I love the colour of gold, and the brilliance is quite good. Hard to go wrong with the divine heaviness as well. I'm afraid your property was
Don't tempt me, Weaver.
Oh, happy day! Her Majesty the Queen of Albion graces us with her radiant presence. I knew last time we met that you would emerge victorious from such public sibling rivalry. And now here I am to assist you in filling your coffers till they are fit to burst. What better way to begin your reign than by reinstating one of my most successful policies? There is no greater waste than the idleness of our city's youth, but my employment scheme guarantees children of all ages will have something to occupy them, whilst ensuring our factories are properly manned.
It's just monstrous. Don't listen to him. You promised you would end child labor. Remember that promise now.
And what would you have us do with the snotty little indigents?
The only way Bowerstone is going to climb out of the gutter is through education. Nothing is more important to our future than that. Turn this factory into a school. Give the children of this city the chance they never had.
A school? Well, that's an original thought. Well, if you'd like to be known as a pauper monarch, then by all means, listen to her. Reaver Industries will abide by your decision.
The factory will become a school.
Thank you. We can really start changing people's lives now. This will be an Albion worth fighting for.
I shall begin the necessary modifications at once.
Wow, it's the Queen!
Welcome to Reaver Industries Learning Center, Bowerstone Industrial's first ever school. You can now feel secure in the knowledge that your children can become the well-educated automatons you always wanted them to be.
Alex is a monster, miss. He's got a great big, ugly monster head. My favourite colour is doggy colour. Wait till I tell Mum about this.
Oh my! It's the... Why, hello, Your Majesty.
The Queen! As Daddy says, the big cheese!
At your service, my queen.
Wow! 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 Hi! Killing's wrong. Don't you know that? Woo! Yay! The Queen! Or as Daddy says, the big cheese!
Can I have your autograph? I deserve it.
Nice.
Your Majesty?
Greetings, ma'am.
At your service, my queen.
Wahey!
Your Majesty.
Ooh.
Oh. Un tango. Uno. Dos. Dry. Oh. 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 Romantic. Oh. You. Just do this for me and I'll be your friend, okay? I'll even say I like you and everything. Take this to a friend and I'll be nice to you, and that doesn't happen very often.
Madam?
This is for you, Your Majesty. Great. Make sure you do, and get back here after. Got it? This is for you, Your Majesty.
This is for you, Your Majesty.
What are you waiting for? Come on, get on with the delivery.
How are you today, madam?
Oh, no, I don't drink. This? Oh, my. How did that get?
What nonsense is this?
At your orders, ma'am.
It's not for nothing. Help me.
For Queen and
you'll
Country.
improve.
Oh, right. Thanks for this. When are we going to be listened to?
Greetings, ma'am.
It's the Queen! Wow!
Ma'am.
At your command.
Once a murderer, always a murderer. Things are great, Your Majesty. You know what?
Wahey!
You're great. Whoa. Yeah. Ooh.
And
Oh, hello. Oh, yes, I can. Oh, that was great. Do me a favour, and I'll be a
You
real
took your time.
mate.
Still, you did it, so I'm grateful. Well done, mate. I take back all them nasty things I said about you when you wasn't here.
hi there, darling.
Can I be of service, my lady?
Your Majesty.
It's our mighty
Greetings,
queen.
Your Majesty.
Hello. Seems like everyone's on your side, Your Highness. One, two, three, one, two, three.
Come on.
Do me a favour and I'll be your bleeding mate, okay?
Congratulations, you've made a friend. In addition to being jolly good company, friends can give each other gifts and even discounts at shops that they own.
What is it, hero?
Oh, go on. Tease me.
At your orders,
There's plenty of murderers round here, but none like you. I hear there's a new school open. Oh.
But...
Oh, yeah. Hey! Wow, look at us! Hey, together! Do something for me, and I'm yours. Go on, ask me out on a date. You know you want to. Well, let's get on with it. And no farting, all right? Are you going to hold my hand, or are you deliberately mucking me around? Ah, are you ready to go?
My lady. Greetings, Mom.
Hail to thee, beloved Majesty.
What's the rush?
Sure is a beautiful day. Hello. Except where you're standing.
Majesty.
I've seen worse places than this, I'll give you that.
Ooh.
I have to admit, I really enjoyed that. Okay, I'm yours whenever you want me.
Well, you've done it. They've fallen in love with you. If you're ready to take your relationship to the next level, you can get married and perhaps even think about having children.
Ah, I swear it wasn't me that's been calling you. Oh, I
Hey
didn't
there.
notice you there. We should be fine here. Nobody got hurt walking round here.
Will you marry me?
Why the heck not?
Oh!
Ooh, that's not too bad.
Buy a home for your family to live in, or choose an existing one. Choose where you would like to have your wedding ceremony. Oh, this is exciting.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Marrying you is a dream come true, baby. Ah, my little pastry. How yummy.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
You'll see the, what's it?
You're a cold-blooded killer. It's about time. Come here. Wait, who's gonna do what now? Murder's a way of life, but don't try nothing with me. Sure, love, I'm a little bit grimy, but okay.
My queen?
Yes, yeah!
At your service, my...
At your orders, Mom.
You know what'd be nice? A roll in the hay. Have we got...
Oh, yes! Oh, oh. I'm freezing.
I can see you're a real hero. Not just guns you're good at, is it now?
Good one.
I've got to get drunk to celebrate. Look at you, you're a peach, a lovely little peach. Hey, love, I've got you a prezi. Hope you like it. I feel like a duke or a baron or something. Well, I'd hear. I'd rather wear a potato sack than all your fancy clothes. How's it going, mate?
Welcome to the sanctuary. That appears to be all of the gifts. Fancy a bit of counting, do you? The lectern contains a record of all your recent transactions.
At your command. Hello there, Your Majesty.
Well, hey! Greetings, most munificent...
For Queen and country.
all the land.
At your command. Greetings, ma'am.
Hooray!
At your orders, ma'am.
All stand to attention. Today, you will decide what is to be done with the Bowerstone Old Quarter, site of the Battle for Albion. Paige will offer her proposal. Reva shall stand against her.
You may speak. Your Majesty, our victory came at a great cost to the city. You vowed to fight poverty, but our actions have made the problem worse. You must act now. I ask that the old quarter be rebuilt, and its former residents rehomed. You wouldn't just be helping those in great need. You'd be sending a message to your people. They're scared, Your Majesty. Let them know they can count on you.
Your Majesty, the old quarter was indeed devastated by your glorious triumph, but as its name subtly implies, it was old. The cost of rebuilding the area would be a colossal waste of money, and the people who called its decrepit shambles of streets and houses their home are better off without it. Besides, one must question what they have to offer our society. Why build homes for the inept and the unskilled? I recommend you reject Paige's proposal and keep the money for more deserving endeavors.
It was our actions that caused the devastation, Your Majesty. But the final decision rests with you.
We destroyed the old quarter. It's only right we rebuild it.
The Queen has reached her decision. The old quarter shall be rebuilt, and its former residents will have their homes returned.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This will be a very popular move.
I suppose there may be something to be gained by rebuilding part of the city. It shows our sense of industry has not yet been dampened. Very well, Your Majesty. Despite the current climate of fear and great national need, Reva Industries has once again struck a blow for the honest man on the street. The sad sight of the decayed and war-torn old quarter is no more. We are proud to present the new old quarter.
Astonishing, Your Majesty. So early in your reign, and already the treasury is replete. I cannot recall seeing a more beautiful spectacle. And yet there is still a kingdom to be run, and it never hurts to amass more gold. As a matter of fact, our very first order of business might have a bearing on our financial situation. The time has come to decide the annual town guard budget. As you can imagine, the people like to complain about crime and the lack of safety on our streets, and are calling for more guards than your brother was ever willing to pay for. You have 3 choices, Your Majesty. Leave the budget as it is. After all, the people have grown accustomed to murder, theft, and contraband. Increase the budget and fill the streets with soldiers keeping the peace. A rather costly solution. Or take a more considered approach by lowering the budget. For what is the point of a safe, well-policed kingdom when it is too poor to protect itself from certain annihilation? The people will be delighted, Your Majesty. But will they thank you when they are dead? Not unless they are turned into some sort of awful zombie creatures. That isn't what is going to happen, is it? Anyway, this will leave a sizable gap in the treasury. Unless you can cover the expenses out of your own pocket, I'm afraid we shall be in dire straits indeed. Let us now turn our attention to the rest of today's business. Here is the royal schedule I have prepared. As you can see, you have a busy day in the court, but a tremendously enjoyable one. Decoration is a passion of mine, and I simply cannot wait to see your choice. The interior designers await you in the throne room. The visitors from Aurora have created quite a lot of expectation among the castle staff. The most unusual people. A double session can be quite tiring, listening to all those people with their opinions and their problems. But what is one to do?
Greetings, Your Majesty. Greetings,
Your
madam.
Majesty. Hello. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen. Today you decide on the decor of the castle.
Your wonderfulness, your newness.
Two of Albion's greatest interior designers have come to present their suggestions.
You may speak.
Your Majesty, I am Herman Worthy, and I have a design in mind that will blow your little royal socks off. Imagine a celestial scheme capable of lifting the shadows that haunt these halls. A fabulous balance of serene hues that announce to the world, I am a strong, virtuous leader. Hear me roar. But also, look how pretty my home is. You are an enlightened queen. Let the heart of your castle be enlightened too.
Celestial? Serene? Pretty? Do you wish to be known as a ruler or as a fool? I am Sybil Maleficent, Your Majesty, and I can tell you that people respect what they fear. This castle should be a fortress of dread. I propose that we flood the rooms and corridors with blood, or at least a suitable paint substitute. Let all those who look upon this palace know terror, whether they be your subjects or your enemies.
It may seem trivial, but appearances can affect the opinion of the entire kingdom. The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
I wish this to be an enlightened castle.
Oh, fabulous, Your Majesty, fabulous! Your castle will be a vision of purity.
And what's more, fashion and good taste must choke down their nausea.
Today you decide on the future of Aurora, Your Majesty. Kaelin will speak for her people. Reva will dispute her cause.
You may speak.
I am here to seek the protection you promised. It is too long since my people felt safe, or knew of life without suffering. We were honored to join your fight to claim Albion. Now it is time we joined your kingdom. Do what your brother failed to do. Help us to rebuild Aurora and protect it as you would your own land.
There is nothing so noble as embracing other cultures, and I, for one, could not be happier to count Aurora as part of Albion. But surely they must work for that privilege, and I happen to know just how to put them to good service. There is an abandoned mine in the Auroran desert that holds enough materials to benefit the whole kingdom. Let us employ Kaelin and her people to gather what resources there may be. That can be their payment.
You are talking about forced labor.
Well, let's not get bogged down in semantics. It's a fair transaction.
I know you will not break your oath. You understand what we have been through.
The choice is yours, Your Majesty.
I will keep my promise. Aurora will become part of Albion, and its people will be our equals in every way.
The Queen has spoken. Aurora shall be rebuilt as part of Albion, and equal to every other part of the kingdom.
Thank you, Majesty. You have proven to be a woman of honor. Aurora is proud to stand at your side.
Welcome to the new and improved Aurora, an oasis of friendship, camaraderie, and many other lovely things. Visit the city that Reva Industries rebuilt from sand, stone, and corpses. Enjoy the sunshine, the odd local customs, and the heavy soldier presence. Aurora, a light blooming in the darkness.
A most brave decision in court today, Your Majesty. Aurora might have proven to be a rather profitable resource, but I'm sure we can find other means of filling the treasury. As a matter of fact, we could already have stumbled upon such an opportunity. Aurora may not turn out to be a waste after all. It seems that a group of Albion explorers visiting Aurora have discovered a rare diamond in the desert. They heard the legend of this extraordinary gem from the locals, and understandably set out to find it, without a moment's regard for their own lives. Which may go some way to explaining why only one of the explorers returned in one piece. He came back empty-handed, speaking of the hideous desert beings protecting the treasure. Think of the glory, Your Majesty, the adventure, the romance, the large sums of money we stand to make. The diamond is located in one of the caves beneath the Auroran wasteland, reportedly the site of an ancient, abandoned temple. You need only to take it.